So I've been spending this weekend messing around in Super Mario Maker 2. I've been having a blast creating courses and trying out other people's courses. It's just as fun as the first game. So I thought it would be fun to go over the very first level I've made in Super Mario Maker 2 and just go over my thought process for how I decided to set the level up and what's going on with it. I'll give you guys the course ID, so if you want to try it out, and then maybe if you can't figure it out, come back and you can watch this video and I'll show you how to beat it, as I tend to make sort of trolley levels. That just tends to be what I gravitate towards. For whatever reason, once I start building a level, I start going, oh, that's pretty cool, but what if I tricked them and did this instead? I don't know. For whatever reason, my levels tend to come out kind of trolly. So here is the course ID for those of you who have Super Mario Maker 2 and want to give the level a try. I called it Tundra Town's Frozen Flower Frenzy, because whenever I can't think of a name for a level, I just go with alliteration. If you get stumped and can't figure out how to beat the level, feel free to come back and watch the rest of this video and I'll show you how. And then real quick, before I go into how to beat this level, I just want to talk about one quick little strange rumor type thing, because I'm always talking about that stuff for Mario Maker 2. Basically, in the section for clear conditions, in the Russian section for the clear condition where you have to clear the level while riding Yoshi, it translates to reach the goal while riding the following character, Yoshi. And this is strange because the English version is reach the goal while riding Yoshi. But the fact they said following character and then Yoshi seems to imply that Yoshi can be switched up with some other rideable characters. Now, nothing else obviously fits this right now, but with the prospect of DLC in the future, it's possible that we could have some other rideable character besides Yoshi that getting to the end of the level would be a clear condition, and maybe that Russian translation is pointing to that. It's also, of course, possible that the Russian translation is just kind of odd, and this doesn't really mean anything. Okay, so let's jump into my very first Mario Maker 2 level, Tundra Town's Frozen Flower Frenzy. Tundra Town's Frozen Flower Frenzy. Say that a million times. Okay, so we start right off, and I went for the snow aesthetic. I really like when Mario Maker has things in older Mario games that weren't there, and this snow theme was not in the original Super Mario Brothers, so I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to play around with it. I also really like the whole night mechanics, and the snow one makes you all slippery, so I thought that would be a cool idea for a level, a slippery snow level themed in Mario 1. Now, as you can see right away, we have a red coin, so that means we're going to be looking for a key, and I put that right at the beginning of the stage, so that's the first thing you notice, that's the first thing you're going to know this stage is going to do. So let's grab that red coin, and then let's look around. So we have this cool little house with a pipe for a chimney, and this little igloo, and there's a, dotted line door there, so we can't do anything there. Got some bloopers coming out, and now this looks a little more hostile. There's a key door, so we can't go in there. There's some vines, and a whole lot of piranha plants. So let's go back over here, and we'll test this door out. Okay, so the door takes us up into the sky, and once again, there's a lot of piranha plants. So let's look over here, and it's slippery, and this is kind of what I was going for. I thought the slippery mechanic works pretty good with the piranha plants, because usually they're stationary and not that hard to avoid, but when you're slipping around, it makes them difficult. And I thought it was kind of just a neat aesthetic. I don't see, piranha plants on a snow level very often. It's like, something that grows in the snow. It's not very common theme to go with. So here's another house, and we have the this chimney's blowing fire out, so that's kind of cool. We have that giant piranha plant blowing fire at us, so we'll wait till the chimney goes down, and we'll jump over here. And we have another red coin, however this one is blocked off. So it's like the arrows are telling us to go back down here, so we'll go back down. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. So let's go a little further, and we have this house, which has a ton of piranha plants around it. Let's go in the door and see what's over here. Okay, that just brings us back up to this house, which we've already seen. So let's go back down. And I built the windows out of ice blocks. You can actually jump on them. Well, jumped on the vine there. We can jump on the ice blocks. You can jump over the piranhas. Let's go over here. A little safer right here. And moving further. Yeah, a lot more enemies. Let's jump on the vine, jump up here. Fireballs coming at me every which way. Let's jump over this guy, get over here, jump over that whole house. And now we're over here. Okay, so we got this pipe, but let's not go down it yet. We have a red coin, so let's get that. Alright, some icicles fell. Grab the red coin. And then we get to the end here, and unfortunately there's a big wall. So if you're playing multiplayer, I think you can jump off of each other, and this is probably a really easy level if you're doing that, but I built this as a one-player Mario level, so we can't get up there. See if there's any hidden blocks anywhere, and it doesn't look like there is. Okay, so we have those icicles up there though, so let's see if we can get up there. Maybe there's something that we can go above. It does look like there's a platform up there. We can just make out that dotted line door. So gonna have to find a way to jump up there, but over there looks really hostile to try to make that jump, so let's check this pipe. Okay, so we can go down here, and we have that on-off switch we were looking for, and we can get another red coin. So we need 2 more, one of which we know is trapped in the on-off blocks, so we'll shut this off, and we'll go back up and get that red coin. See where this pipe takes us. Up here, just back to the beginning of the stage. Alright, so we know where that other red coin is, up in the sky. And since we shut the blocks off, we should be able to get to it, so just have to be careful. Get past this chimney again. And there we go. Okay, so we got that one. So now we need 1 more red coin. So obviously I built the level to be explored, but I know where you're supposed to go. And I think a lot of people, maybe instead of checking that door, may have checked if they can go down the pipe. So not that crazy to think people would check this out eventually. And it drops you down here. And we have more of those stalactite icicles falling down. And we have some vines. So we find this vine, we can climb up here. And I tried to make this room almost like maybe all the piranha plants are like from this house. They were in these pipes and they've now invaded the town. So I thought that was just a cool aesthetic. And then coming over here, let's see, we can check the pipes. Doesn't look like we can go down these ones. Save time, I'm just not going to check all of them, but yeah, you can't go down any of those pipes right there. Any of the ones we can get to anyway. There we go. So there's a blooper coming out of this pipe. So that's probably not a pipe we can go down either. And the ceiling just looks like a ceiling. We have some ice, and oh, there's a red coin. Let's see if there's any invisible blocks. Nope, that's the last red coin we need, though. So how are we going to get to it? Well, the secret to this room is you got to get these bloopers to come out, and you have them follow you. Okay, so just to save time, we'll get the bloopers over here. And you jump off one like that, grab the coin, and now we have the key. And now we got to take the key back out to the locked door, obviously. So we come back over here. And the locked door is the 3rd house after this little igloo house. And we go in there. Okay, so that brings us up here. And there's a checkpoint. So sweet, we got a checkpoint. Okay, so now that we have the checkpoint, we can hit the P switch. And if we see this arrow is pointing over this way, so we can jump over here. Back to this, and there's the arrow going down, and of course we know that the igloo house had the dotted line door, and we missed it, so that's okay. We can go back over here, back through here, and try again. Now that we know exactly where we're headed, we can go a bit quicker. Go here, down here, and through the igloo door. Okay, so that puts us up top here. This is back where those icicles were dropping towards the end of the stage. And as we can see, we can't jump over to the flagpole from here because there's this wall, but we do get a fire flower, which is huge. That is basically what all that was for. So now, here's the main trick with the level. Once you have the fire flower, the level becomes a lot easier. Being stuck as, normal, small, regular Mario, this level is very, very hostile. But with the fire flower against all these piranha plants, things just get a lot easier. You can really just kind of clear your way everywhere. And this is something I did. So above every piranha plant is actually a hidden box, and the hidden question mark box has a fire flower in it. So if you get hit from now on, pretty much you're always going to have a fire flower available as long as you're taking out all these piranha plants. Okay, So here's the real trick with the level. See that blooper that's following me? Remember the blooper in the house that we had to get over the ice wall with? Well, that's really what you're trying to do with this level, is bring a blooper to the end of the stage so that you can get over it. So that means slowly bringing the blooper across the whole level. This is doable without using the fire flower, but the fire flower makes it so much easier to clear away, clear your path, and bring a blooper all the way to the end. So you can just do stuff like that and grab the fire flower and keep going. You have to be careful not to hit the blooper with a fireball, of course, because you got to bring him all the way to the end. So the level's still difficult, but it's a lot easier once you have the fire flower and you can start unlocking these blocks. This even gives me a path back up here, which has infinite fire flowers because they're just coming out of that pipe. So let's get this blooper to follow us. We're towards the end here, so it's going to get easier. This is a stage I don't feel like you'd figure this out the very first time through. It's alright, we don't need it anymore. But you would eventually, I hope, figure out that that whole lesson with how to move the bloopers and get over ice blocks was actually teaching you how to beat the level. So we get the blooper all the way to the end. They're annoying to get moving, which is why I said this level's kind of trolly. I like the annoying stuff. Alright, can we go down, jump over, and there we go! We beat the level! Now, if you notice, there's some pipes there at the end. We never went through those pipes, so there are more secrets in this level. In fact, in the description, I wrote that there's a way to get 100 coins, and I think we only finished the level with 5, the 5 red coins. So there's actually a way to finish the level with 100 coins. It's pretty hard. So if you guys can figure that out, I'll be very impressed. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed going through my very first Mario Maker 2 level, and yeah, try it out at home. I gave you guys the ID, so here it is again if you watched the video first. So feel free to give it a try. Like I said, there's actually 100 coins you can get by the end, so if you guys can figure that out, I'm sure I'll be making plenty more Mario Maker 2 stages, so if you guys want me to do more videos like this where I can walk through my levels and give you guys the ID so you guys can try them out, I'd love to do that. Or if you guys would rather me play other people's levels, maybe even some of your own levels, and do videos on that, I could do that too. Mario Maker 2 has endless possibilities, and it's just a super fun game, so I'd love to do that. If you guys have any other thoughts or comments, feel free to leave them below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. Really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.